do what they've been doing.
No doubt about it. All their goals spill out ahead of them right now in play. The thing they've been really good at doing, outside of just being a talented football team and showing up, is that they've got their head where it needs to be every single week. Doesn't matter who they're playing at an extremely high level, just taking it one game at a time.
And they got him for the sack. And as I saw that screen start to develop, I thought, big play coming. I just didn't realize it would be for the defense.
They got in there quick, and the quarterback's supposed to see that, right? He's supposed to let him come upfield, buy a little bit of time, but then he's got to get rid of it, get it to his playmaker. The offense did not do their end of the bargain. Quarterback got sacked.
That is the last thing you want on first down as an offensive sack. Now it's second down. Sends it downfield. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. So they're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
He's got an open man. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down?
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Oh, it's off the side of his foot. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. The Golden Bears offense will get the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. The give to David. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions, and how you feel about this, playing your old squad. Like, it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you want to beat this squad. Like, this is the next team in your way for you accomplishing your goals and dreams.
Yeah, he's probably experiencing the emotional spectrum coming into this game, but make no mistake about it, he has to separate himself from his past allegiances and understand he's the home team. He wants this crowd to get in this football game. You know, he just gave a rousing speech to his guys in the locker room before taking the field. He wants to win this game versus his alma mater.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run it. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
The give to the tailback. They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first. Come on, pound that rock.
He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Pushes and picks his way ahead for 6 yards. He's down at the 8.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
They'll go to the ground. Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He'll throw on third down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Cal! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Fires and picked off. Takes it the other way. He's inside the 40. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. Looking to move it through the air. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's called it.
Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires the pass, intercepted. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him. A really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
Give to the back. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. This should be the last play of the quarter. On third down, he drops to throw. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Got some room to run. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. First down to start the drive after the break. Give to the running back. Smashes through. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, the one thing you can say about this defense, they pursue the football. The first guy might miss, the second guy might miss, but there's going to be more and more hats flying to the ball carrier. You saw it on that play, getting the tackle for loss.
And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run with the ball. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Dumps it to the back. It's complete to the left. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Golden Bears will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with the lone back. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Let's it fly. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference. So the PI penalty cost the defense 15 and a fresh first down for the O. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Power football with the run. And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Golden Bears!
Look,
It's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you get hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Penn State was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans at Beaver Stadium. In fact, I think in the end, the difference may have been that Happy Valley crowd who leaves happy with the win. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Hey, Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The offense set for a first down play. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Finds a spot in the middle. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Now they'll run it to the right here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against us. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
He's got his man. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
They're going back to the ground. Able to get a couple on the play. He's down at the 9.
Brings up 2nd down.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Right back to the well. Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
You got to give the defense tons of credit because we know how much speed this quarterback has. That time you saw the pursuit. They were able to bring him down for a big loss on the sack.
It's good. Easy call for the ref.
That makes the score. Cal 14, Arizona State 3.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Cal gets it back, the sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Pass on the way, it's picked off. And he will step out of bounds, but what a play to get the ball back for his offense.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Quickly complete. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Got the back over the middle. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down.
Hey, guys, this running back's not just catching checkdowns or swing routes. You can get him vertically down the field and let him go to work, especially when you get man coverage. Take advantage.
Arizona State.
The Sun Devils have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game. So
touchdown, Sun Devils! Reeled it in and just made the house call.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. Just enough time for one final play of the half.
as a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. It'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Sun Devils will line up to kick off and start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Leaves it with the running back. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
They finally make the stop at the big run. There's plenty to move those sticks for the first down. Handoff from the gun. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Hand off from the shotgun. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. The Golden Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Got his man quickly. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give him a first down. Offense working from the pistol. Going to the running game. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Here's the handoff. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
And the Golden Bears trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, with this situation on the field, this defense has their hands full because this running back just seems to have a nose for the end zone. Of course, he scored his last time out. He's really good down here close to the goal line finding creases.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Snap in the shotgun. Moves around to clear up the vision. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
Oh, that stings, man. You did a great job calling the play. You got your guy open. Everything was executed perfectly. And the ball hits him in the hands, and he just...
Pressure got to him, couldn't get rid of it, and they got him for a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. First down for this offense. He'll start this drive firing. He looks that one in nicely.
And a really nice job on the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Wants to throw on 3rd down. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Not a lot of...
Arizona State
can live with that as they've got it at the 49. Offense set on first down. Quick strike complete.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm already.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. 2nd down coming up. They go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Wow, what a big play. And how about the hit-stick tackle right there? That's one this offense is going to remember.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And you don't see this very often. The big defensive linemen, you see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time, but how confusing is it, Paul, when it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage and make the big interception?
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play. How about the eye-hand coordination and his ability to snatch the football out of the air? I mean, that was crazy athleticism, well-deserved. That's going to make the highlight reel for sure.
Pushes ahead for a pickup of 1 down to the 13.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
They'll go with a direct snap. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. They'll try to pick up the first. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal. That's the mindset of this entire offense. They're not going to let you off the hook just because it's 4th and 1.
And that running back, he wanted the ball, too. You can see there right after the third down play, looking at his sideline, saying, give me the ball. I want to go get this.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Cal! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think he can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
On second down, he'll fire. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. We're lucky that one hit the ground.
And they fail to hook up on third down.
Normally, I would say 4th and short on your own side of the field, you punt the ball away, but we're in the 4th quarter, and they need to keep this drive going to win. I say go for it.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. The Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the right. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
Here comes the offense on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
You know, as an offense, when you're trying to complete these tunnel screens, you're going to have to be able to negotiate some of these defenders near the line of scrimmage. They're all looking to swat it away. Good job by the defense there.
Safe completion on the screen. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
And the Sun Devils have a first down.
And 4th and inches for me is a green light anywhere on the field. I'm going to run the football. I'm going to be physical. I'm going to go to my play. I know I can get it. I like the play call on 4th and inches to go for it.
Going up top on first down. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
And the completion to the sideline, a solid pickup, but not enough for the first down.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
And it's incomplete on third down.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field. You're trailing in the fourth quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over. Here comes the offense on first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
The hand to the running back.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football. Run the clock. Let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
Takes the handoff. It's Ivory. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll try the run. Able to fight his way ahead for a pickup of 4, but they're still left with a 4th and 2. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Direct snap. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. He's going to pass. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
On second down, looking to throw. Spits it out to the back. This time it's complete. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
At the 29-yard line. That's a first down for the offense.
Looking to go up top on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
Second down.
And now on second down for this offense. They keep attacking through the air. Fires it. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got to lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.